meat. It's what's for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Hello, I'm Mike Jevons and welcome to a new week on. This series in which I subject myself to a particular diet or lifestyle for 7 days and document how miserable it makes me. And this time I'm going full-blown caveman. That means no sugar, no plants, no carbs, no mercy. The caveman diet has gained a bit of a cult following, especially online. It's a diet that takes the idea of low-carb eating to the absolute extreme. Inspired by ancestral eating and popularised by figures like Dr. Sean Baker and a certain royal liver-based individual. Don't worry, I am not going to go full-blown liver king on this thing. It's all about eating only animal-based products. Meat, fish, eggs, and maybe a bit of cheese if you're feeling fancy. People who have done the carnivore diet for a while say it can help with things like weight loss, inflammation, mental clarity, and even help with some autoimmune conditions, whilst others, critics of the diet, say it can cause things like scurvy, gout, depression, boredom, etc. But I guess there's only one way to really find out, isn't there? I'm going to try it for a week. That's right, for 7 whole days, I'm going to eat nothing but animal-based products. I'll be tracking how I feel, what I eat, how hungry I am, and whether my wallet survives the process. So, let's see if this all-meat menu is the ultimate elimination diet, or just a recipe for disaster. And as is the case with all these week-ons, the first thing I need to do before I put some meat in my mouth, pardon the expression, is to hop on the scales. So, let's go and shame myself and see how much I weigh. Right, well, here we go. First one of these in a while. 15 stone, 1.6. Right, with that out of the way, I think it's time to grab myself some breakfast. And I think it's a pretty easy choice when it comes to what to eat animal-based product-wise when it comes to breakfast. I'm not going to have to think too hard. So, the recommended portion size when it comes to every meal on the carnivore diet is about 150 to 300 grams of animal-based products for every meal. So, I think I'm going to crack on with some bacon. So there is 300 grams in here. So I'm not going to do the entire packet because that would be delicious and gluttonous. But I'm going to have a couple of rashers with a couple of eggs because bacon and eggs, it's breakfast. Yeah! Lovely bit of smoky bacon. Right, give us that sizzle. Yes! That's what we like to see. Well, hear. Can't see a sound, can you? In a second one. Put you in that way around. Bacon sizzling away. Time for a couple of these bad boys. Lovely jubbly. Pair of eyes there. Ooh. Hang on. Need to do it properly, don't I? Bit of salt. Bit of pepper. And leave that to do its thing while the bacon crisps up a bit as well. Well, I have burst the egg and slightly caught the bacon, but let's not hold that against me. It's the first one of the week. I was trying to film and cook at the same time, and I'm now trying to eat it without a knife, which is silly. It is definitely caught, but it's a good thing I like crispy bacon. Oh, that's really good. Smoky, crispy. It's got that slight char, which I think does improve bacon. It's very good. Very happy. I'm not going to put all that egg in my mouth, am I? Hello. What can you smell? It's nice that you're here purely to see me and not because I've got bacon. Yes. Well, a few hours have passed since breakfast. I had my breakfast about 8 o'clock and it is now 25 to 12. So actually it's been a while and I am starting to get hungry. Initially, my bacon and eggs filled me up and it felt like a real treat. Like it's a work day today, there's shit to be done, yet I made the time to make bacon and eggs, which felt like a really naughty and exciting start to the day. There's no way in hell I would usually get up earlier than the last possible second, especially not to cook. Usually it'd be like a bowl of cereal and a banana and a cup of tea. Speaking of which, can't have tea this week, can only have water, so that sucks. I mean, me as a British person, how am I going to cope with no tea this week? But anyway, I digress. I started the day really happy, knowing that I had a big belly full of bacon and eggs. So yeah, that was really nice. But I am starting to get hungry now, so I guess that has pushed through my system, and the water that I've been guzzling has not done anything to quench this hunger. Can you quench your hunger? I don't know. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is getting hungry. So it's time for some meat. My first meaty lunch of the week, steaks. How could I not start this week on with some steaks? Now, obviously I have tons of eggs. I mean, I literally have 24 eggs. There they are. I don't think I'm going to have eggs for every meal, purely because I don't want to get sick of eggs, because I like eggs. And also, I do have to sleep next to Grace at night, and I don't want her to wake up dead due to toxic fume inhalation. So I'm just going to have some meat. So I did pop this on the old scales, and there's like 400 odd. So I might do 3 steaks. I feel like that's going to be a nice filling lunch, while not being too nuts, because then that will be, well, like minus the packaging, within the sort of 150 to 300 gram range. Probably less, actually, once all the water and the fat and stuff has come out. They're quite lean, though. They're not going to take very long. I actually don't know how long a thin steak's going to take. I'm going to ruin it anyway, aren't I? Alexa, how long does it take to cook a thin-cut beef steak?
From @grillscookware.com. A sirloin steak is usually 1 inch.
Not what I asked. Alexa, stop. A little bit. Pan on. Will there be a sizzle? Yes. Yes, there will. There's 1 and 2 and the spinning pan. And 3. With pep. And salt. I am conscious of ruining these steaks, so I've not got the heat on the highest setting, but we shall see. Right, they've had a few minutes, so turn them over. Okay, well, not too bad so far. A few more minutes. Okie dokie. Just need to rest these bad boys for a little bit. Not the best steaks I've ever cooked, but then again, I've not cooked many steaks. So yeah, rest up and then we shall see. Please be good, 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 please be good. So yeah, I would never normally, it goes without saying, I don't feel like I should need to say this, but I'm going to. I don't usually cook steaks for lunch. So I don't usually cook steaks is probably a fairer statement to make. I mean, that didn't cut too bad, but it's not, I mean, it's not obliterated, is it? But that is more, there's less pink in there than I would like, but it still smells good, so yeah. it's a steak. Chewier than I would like, but not ruined anyway. But then again, it's like, it is the thinnest steak in the world. Maybe. But it tastes nice. Just requires a little more mastication. But it's pretty nice. Could do with some chips. An egg, maybe, dare I say. Could have steak again in the week. Throw in some eggs, steak and eggs. Lovely. Chips. Excuse me. Do you want some steak? Do you want some steak? Doesn't like eating things out of your bloody hand. You want it? Okay, yeah. You're going to help me with this week on, aren't you? Who'd have thought it, but having 3 steaks for lunch isn't actually that filling. So I am now hungry, and it's not even 2 o'clock. 3 whole hours to go at least until dinner, and that's if I decide to have an early dinner, which at this point I probably will, although Grace won't be back at that point, in which case I'll be eating on my own, like on my lonesome. So it'll probably be after that, probably at 6 o'clock. Sad times. So yeah, I need to get myself some sort of snack, because I don't know if you can hear that, but my belly is going, and it's already making me sad. And it's not even mid-afternoon. It's still early afternoon. This bodes well. Time to crack out the meat snacks. Biltong. Biltong, in theory, should be absolutely disgusting. It's just like dried, salty, rubbery meat. Chewy. Chewier than my steak, at least. But it's very nice. Oh, it's very nice indeed. Not sure if you can hear this absolute nonsense, but my belly is going crackers. I am really hungry. It turns out eating a small volume, albeit of delicious protein, is not all that filling. I wasn't even that full after having finished lunch, and then I've had some biltong, and I'm still very much hungry, clawing at the walls. It's gone 5 at least, so I feel like I am now justifiably able to start cooking dinner. It doesn't feel weird to cook dinner now, because it'll be ready like for 6. So yeah, it should be a decent time to eat, and then I'm not going to be absolutely famished come bedtime. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to put on the oven, because I'm not having much fun today. I have to say, I am exceptionally excited for the first day of this week-on's dinner. I am going to have pork belly. This is the ultimate treat. This, look at that fat. I'm gonna get that all crispy. It's nice and meaty as well. And I'm gonna have this whole bloody pack. In fact, how much is it going to, obviously it's gonna, so there's about 510's worth, minus the packaging. So yeah, there's a lot of calories in here, but also when you consider how it's gonna cook down, it's probably gonna go to less than 400, maybe even 300. So I'm not gonna feel too bad after that. But I feel like I can't just rely on nibbling at meat this evening. I need a big fat portion to get me through the evening and into the morning, so I'm not chewing my arm off in bed. Right, I'm gonna season up this lovely looking pork belly, bang it in the oven. In you go. And in about half an hour, I'm hoping there's going to be some magic. About 40 minutes later. How's about that? That looks and smells insane. That looks good. I mean, if I was going to be overly critical, maybe I could have left it in a little bit longer, really to crisp up the skin. But I feel like, look at it, absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm very much looking forward to trying this. It's very hot. I'm going to eat it with my fingers like a monster, just for the sake of being on camera and eating it on camera. Get off. Ugh. Oh, there's some crunch there. Meaty, salty, sticky, chewy, crunchy, fatty. Tons of lovely pork flavour. And there is just shy of 300 grams here. So, fits within what Google says you should have doing a week on carnivore. And absolutely fantastic. Delicious. Will this all keep me full until breakfast though? I don't know. I do still have some biltong left from earlier, so I might have to crack that out. It is, it's 6:05. But this is banging. This is lovely. I'm excited to polish this all off. So if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go and do some disgusting things. Hello, Basil. We all know that I need to show you on these. I mean, A, to show that you are still alive, aren't you? And B, people just prefer to see you than they do me anyway. Show me that face. Show me that face. Right, there we go. That was the first day of a week on the carnivore diet. And my dinner was so nice. But first, before I get ahead of myself, let's just quickly run through the rest of the day. So breakfast was bacon and eggs. Great way to start the day. A work day with bacon and eggs as the start. Yes, I probably overcooked the bacon a little bit. The eggs were nice, if not dropped from a great height, but tasted amazing. I was very happy with that. Kept me fairly full for the morning, but yeah, once lunch did sort of roll around, I was very much looking forward to it. And lunch was, maybe in hindsight, slightly disappointing. 3 thin steaks. Chose thin ones because I wanted to cook them quickly because I knew I was going to have it for lunch. And 3 perhaps didn't keep me full for as long as I would have liked, because by 2 o'clock I was absolutely chewing my arm off. So I need to rethink what I'm going to do for lunch for the next couple of days to make sure that doesn't repeat itself, or I don't repeat myself, because yeah, it maybe did a little bit as well. I've had 3 meals of meat now, so it's kind of all I'm tasting. I'm still picking bloody belly pork out my teeth as well. So yeah, I guess I'm still thinking about my dinner actually. That belly pork was really, really nice. I don't have any more for the rest of the week. I'm trying to vary up what I'm going to have, bar breakfast, which I think there's probably going to be some themes with, which you'll quickly notice. What can I say? Bacon and eggs, it's a breakfast food. But yeah, was this a good start to a week on the carnivore diet? Yes and no. I've learnt some things which I just need to make sure I don't repeat for the rest of the week, basically. But as it stands, dinner was more than worth it. But then again, when I've had belly pork in the past, which is mainly something I would have in like a restaurant, it would come with potatoes and some veg and some gravy, rather than just a big old plate of meat. As much as I enjoyed it, it would have nice to have had something with it. But, you know, it's all right. It was delicious, just not quite what I would hope for. But, you know, it's the first day. I'm not going to moan too much because I've got 6 more to go. So if you want to see how all of those days go down, please do consider following, subscribing. I've forgotten how to do this YouTube thing. Subscribing to the channel. You'll see the videos as and when they hit. Or if you want to support the show on Patreon or here on YouTube as a member. You can watch the rest of this week on right now. I'm trying a thing where I'm going to upload the entire week, 1 day per week. So the entire week on will span 7 weeks. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. If it's going to work, if it's not going to work, if it sucks. But it means, like, if you don't know the context, watch the video I put out a couple of days ago that just explained what I was going to do and why I was trying it, etc., etc. It's all very boring stuff, but alas, that's what I'm going to try for this one, and we'll see how it goes down. But thank you very much for watching. I'm a guy with mixed emotions right now. Will I still have mixed emotions when it comes to the end of this week? We will find out. But so far, so fine.